happiness. Somebody write this equation. Bala Natarajan sir, Shubha Sandhya, please write this. If you follow dharma, do punya, you will get happiness. If you don't follow dharma, that means if you follow adharma, it ends up being a papam, means sin. It is directly proportional to the unhappiness or sorrow that you experience in life. So this is the first point you need to understand. Very good, great. So it's like dharma is equal to punya is equal to happiness. Simple, make it very simple. Adharma is equal to papam or sin is equal to unhappiness. That means what? At all points in time, we have to be aware whether I am following dharma or not. Whether have I stepped into adharma or not. That should be uppermost in mind at all points in time. Now see, where does Gita come into the picture? As long as things are going fine in life, sir, everything is fine, sir. Possession, family, house, wife, car, everything is fine, sir. So mind is very happy and peaceful. Then you will be able to think correctly and follow dharma. Most likely, if you don't know dharma, adharma, please go to a guru and learn what is dharma, what is adharma. That is a separate lesson. Okay, learning dharma, adharma is religion. Definitely, that is a fundamental requirement for Gita. So if you don't know, please go and learn that. But having learned dharma and adharma, to put it into practice itself is a challenge. Acharya Shankara says in the introduction to Bhagavad Gita that even though people are aware of dharma and adharma, now what happens? When everything is fine, you tend to follow dharma, adharma, you're fairly disciplined, you follow all your dharma and try to avoid adharma. And you should remember the equation. N.S. Ramakrishnan sir. Dharma is equal to punyam is equal to sukham. Adharma is equal to papam is equal to dukkham. Don't forget that. Now, when there are situations when you are emotionally challenged, when there are challenges in life, you face unexpected events, it could arise out of a person, a situation, a particular instance, an activity. Various means are there which could upset your emotional stability, the emotional equilibrium which you are striving to have by following dharma and dharmanushthanam may get disturbed. So Acharya Shankara says, whenever there is an emotional instability which is deeper and leads to potential depression, human beings are more often than not likely to give up the path of dharma and take to adharma. Ram Subbu? Right now you studied Gita Bhashyam, introduction, no? You will know this, right? So now how am I supposed to manage this? See, the problem is universal. See, why Gita is universal? Because the problem is universal and the solution also universal. So first step is how to avoid getting into emotional turmoil or disturbance. That is one aspect. The second aspect is, if at all you are in a challenge situation where you are unable to manage your emotional stability, what is it I need to do? And finally, how can I be emotionally stable irrespective of any circumstances around me? If you can get these three things, you have solved the puzzle of how to live life happily. So, how not to get into emotional turmoil? Follow dharma as much as possible. Punyam, it will create more sukham, that will continue. It's self-sustaining activity. If you get into emotional turmoil, please go and seek advice from a knowledgeable person. Don't try to take independent decisions. In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna had the greatest friend, philosopher, guide in front of him. So he was very lucky. Punyatma, right, Balaji? Balaji, right? So he could go and seek the advice and he got the solution. And the final thing, how not to get into any emotional turmoil, the Gita gives us a message that jnanam is the only way. Until you get jnanam, which is aham brahma asmi, tattvamasi, I am of the nature of pure consciousness. This body, this sense organ, this mind, this intellect, all these are equipments given by Bhagavan to me to do vyavaharam. That means what? To act in the world. And I am not this body. I have the body. I am not the mind. I have the mind as an instrument. And when you refer to the manual of Gita or the Vedas and use your equipments or instruments, just like a manual is given, how to use a TV, mobile effectively, if you use the manual effectively to use this equipment given Bhagavan the right way, follow dharma. And finally, Lord of Dharma will give punyam, will give chitta shuddhi, then sit down, study Vedanta, get jnanam. And after you get jnanam, Guru sir, life looks totally different, correct? It looks very, very different. Nothing in the world will bother you. Things that are actually, they say, your fuse gets blown off, right? People have short fuse, they say. Some small instance, you lose your peace of mind. And please understand, your peace of mind, happiness is the greatest gift. It is peerless. It has no, you cannot attach a value to happiness. And what are we doing? At the instant drop of a hat, we are actually giving you the peace and happiness away. That means what? We get into a state of depression or sorrow, and even some small things are disturbing us. That means what? The greatest wealth that we possess, unknowingly we are giving away. That means what? Once you get into unhappiness, it means what? Happiness has been given away. So Gita gives you the solution and is universal for everybody across gender, religion, nationality, status, profession. So everybody will benefit greatly by studying the Bhagavad Gita. And so with this background, let us go through the last few slokas we were discussing in the last class. We were actually discussing sloka number 28, second half, 29, 30 and 31, first half, which were representing Arjuna's beginning of breakdown. Please understand. I hope you all remember the last class equation. How many of you remember this? Avidya, Kama, Karma, Ragadvesha, Shoka, Moha, which will then further funnel or fuel avidya. There's a self-sustaining cycle. Can somebody please write that so that you recollect what we told? All of you remember or not? Please turn cameras. Kumar, second file, all of you, please turn cameras. Kumar Jivi, you understand? You remember, no? Badrinath sir, you're very good, excellent. Venkatji, very good. Please refer to that. There's a very, it's all Vedanta in a line for you. Entire Vedanta is given to you in one line. What we are putting there, avidya, kama, karma, ragadvesha, shoka, moha, then which leads to, there is confusion, moha is confusion, leads further to increasing your avidya. And so please understand, what stage is Arjuna in right now? See, this equation is not just given just like that. Arjuna is supposed to act, Raja Sagar, right? And he is the karma phase. That means what? Avidya, kama, all that is over is in karma. And when you are acting, you can get either raga or dvesha. Both are problematic. Please understand. Raga means attachment. Emotional instability. We'll discuss that later because you'll all complain, sir, how to act in the world without emotions, sir? We are not robots, sir. Can we just act like, you'll ask in Tamil, right? So there is a way to handle emotions. Like we're going to discuss that today. Okay. So, right. So when you get emotionally attached, that is raga, or you're having a lot of jealousy, a lot of anger against somebody, that also creates problem. That also colludes intellect. These two, raga, dvesha, are like the two eyes that Bhagavan has given us. In fact, Guru sir, our Sadashiva Brahmendra writes a wonderful song. He says, raga, dvesha, mukhasura mari. Kelati mama hridaye, Rama kelati mama hridaye. He sings and says, hey Rama, remove these two things called as raga and dvesha from these are like two eyes, unfortunately again, that should be removed. Make my eyes clean, my vision should be free of raga and dvesha. That's what he says, right? So how to not get into raga dvesha, dharma will help. But once you get into it, then that cycle starts. Shoka, then the shoka means deep sorrow can come either out of raga or dvesha. Raga means what? Attachment. Shoka, dvesha means jealousy and other kind of things, right? Now, where is Arjuna now? You should be able to answer the question. Arjuna is in the stage of attachment or raga. Venkat sir, you understood? Understanding or not? So the raga that is there, the attachment. What is attachment? So he, instead of seeing the opponents, the Kauravas, as people who have to be fought in the war, he is seeing them as what? His own relatives. Friends, we all discussed all the different terms we discussed in the last class. I'm not going through again. So that is his sight. The raga dvesha has come in the sight. You see, that ragam has come and covered the clarity of thought. And so now he is going to go through the three phases we have discussed. From raga, he is going to go to, well, of course, he has not got a dvesha right now. So, some instances, some people will have dvesha, like Duryodhana is epitome of dvesha. Please understand. We have got two classic examples. By raga, Arjuna broke down. By dvesha, Duryodhana forgot what is dharma and what is adharma. Very important point. Sugandhi Shankar, please understand. Because of dvesha or jealousy for the Pandavas, in fact, later he'll say in Mahabharata, who has studied Mahabharata, Raja Sagar will say, Duryodhana will say, Janami dharmam nachame pravrittihi. Janami adharmam nachame nivrittihi. He says, I know what is dharma, what is adharma, but my mind is not allowing me to go in dharma. And my mind is not withdrawing from adharma. He says later, finally, when he's alone and fighting to last, to survive. Right? Anybody has read Bharata, you'll know, right? So he says he knows dharma. That means it is not enough to know dharma, dharma. You should know how to follow dharma, avoid adharma. And for that, the mind has to be calm, mind has to be steady. As long as it is steady, it's fine. When it's emotional turmoil, dharma is given a go by and you're given a dharma. So this is what is the syndrome that we go through in life. And more dharma you keep doing, punya will accumulate. Then you get peace of mind. Then when the mind is very clear, like this today, you can sit and study Vedanta, understand your true nature. Then that is the end of the cycle of samsara. That is samsara varnanam in short. So what I'll do today quickly is I'll do Pada-vibhaaga Anvaya for 28, 29, 30 and 31. And then we'll jump to 32 from there. So Arjuna uvacha. So we are doing Anvaya, Pada-vibhaaga Anvaya together. Pada-vibhaaga will be slokha by slokha. Anvaya will be together. So because it's a combination of slokas. So drishtva imam swajanam Hey Krishna Sambodhana. So he is addressing Hey Krishna. Drishtva imam swajanam. Underline the word swajanam. Now important point. Please, when you do, the reason we are doing Pada-vibhaaga is to catch hold of the word. They are very powerful, give a lot of meaning. Earlier he told Durbuddhehe. Hopefully you underline Durbuddhehe or not. Anybody can acknowledge chat box? Sri Vidya, okay, all of you? I told you to underline Durbuddhehe in the last class. So earlier he was telling Durbuddhehe. Now he is telling Swajanam. What does it mean actually? He has gone through an emotional change, correct? Earlier he was saying they are evil-minded people. I should kill them was the thought in the mind. Now slowly mind is getting into Swajanam. Raga has set in. Raga means what? At time, Vandana, you are understanding, no? By the words that Arjuna is uttering, you should know what is happening in his mind. So from Durbuddhehe to Swajanam, the huge change. That means what? Almost he is thinking, hey, these are my people. Should I fight or not? The thought has already set in. Swajanam, hey Krishna. Yuyutsum samupasthitam sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishishyati vepatuhu cha sharire me romaharshaha cha jayate gandivam shramsate hastat tvakcha eva paridahyate na cha shaknomi avasthatum bhramati hiva cha me manaha nimittani cha pashyami viparitani Keshava, hey Keshava. So 2 times addressing Krishna in this. Once he told Krishna, hey Krishna in 28. Once again in 31 he says, hey Keshava. That means what? More attention, more Bhagavan Nama. It is good actually. Naveen Balvat. When you are in tension, chant Bhagavan Nama. That's a good lesson we are learning from here. Trivedi ji, Suprabhatam, right? So when you are in tension, always chant Bhagavan Nama so that at least some clarity will come in thought. So let us see the Anvaya for this. Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna said, what did he say? Hey Krishna, Krishna, hey Krishna, drishtva. Seeing, it's called a verbal continuous term, present continuous term. Okay. Seeing what? Imam swajanam. Very important point. N.K. Venkataraman sir, underline. Imam swajanam. That means what? These relatives of mine. And then Radhakrishnan sir, when you go to a war, suddenly you see the opposite camp and say, hello, my dear friend, how are you? You are my friend. If you say like that, what will happen? He will shoot you. He will not see you as a friend, correct? So be careful. When you are at war, wear the hat of a warrior. Don't wear the hat of a relative. Even the opposite camp could be a relative, whatever. Don't. Your eyes should not, should not succumb to emotional instability. Please understand. That's what dharma, adharma, vivekam we say. Write down. Dharma, adharma, vivekam. And dharma has no, what is called, prejudice. Lawyers will know. Without prejudice. Every class they read without prejudice, right? That means what? No, G.V. Kumar, you mentioned contracts, right? You know. Every time they without prejudice. That means what? There is no partiality. It is universal. That's why you see in most of the courts, dharma devata eyes are tied. Correct? There will be a balance. It will show both are. That means what? No fear or favor. And I will not look at people's emotions. And law will be given as it is. Correct? Badrinath sir? So when you are doing dharma, dharma is like that. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. What is dharma to understand is very, very deep. Later Bhagavan is going to say about that as karma. So please understand. So what is saying? Swajanam. Very important. Underline Swajanam. My own people. Hey Krishna, I am seeing my own people. These ladies of mine. I belong to them. They belong to me. What is relatives means what? I am part of them. They are part of me. Now you understand this very clearly. There is nothing wrong with this thought. So somebody should have this thought already. Sir, what is this, sir? This person is saying, no, don't have the relational attitude. No, that's not what we are saying. Please have a wonderful attitude towards relatives, friends, husband, wife, children, everything. But let not the emotional quotient of relationship obstruct dharma and adharma. Are you getting this point? Rangan Mukundji, are you getting the point? See, externally, you have to display emotions because people have only emotional connect. People don't work with robots. Otherwise, people have robots with them. No, even people have dogs because they react. When you come home, it wags the tail, and so it makes you very happy, they say. Correct. I don't know whether it really makes you happy or not, that's a different thing. But the EQ, correct. Emotional connect is very important. The question is important. So the trick is connect emotionally with people. Speak nicely, empathize, sympathize. But internally, your intellect should be steadfast on what is right, what is wrong. And the way you communicate will depend on situations, people, their mindset, are they prepared? Like in the last class, we said, no, how to convey the right thing. Okay. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat. Na bruyat satyam apriyam. Priyam cha nanratam bruyat. Esha dharma sanatanaha. See, wonderful subhashita. Later you go and listen to it again. You have to speak the truth. At the same time, you should not speak harsh. You should speak dharma, but not harsh. At the same time, I am speaking nicely, I will tell adharma. Even that is wrong. This is the sanatana dharma. Yesha dharma sanatanaha. What a beautiful. Somebody type in the chat box. So it means what? You have to build relationship, but not swerve from the path of dharma. And so, Acharya Shankara says in Vedanta Introduction Brahma Sutra, Ahamidam amedam. The fact, the deep-rooted thought that this is mine, these are mine, this is me, the thought of I and mine is what is the root cause of the problem. That is how you slowly move towards Atma Jnanam. Okay? So, imam swajanam, please understand. So, nothing wrong in maintaining relationships, but let that not collude your dharma, adharma, vivekam. Got it, no? And now you see what happens is, I'll tell you now, I'll give you some more points here. Even Jnani, sort of demonstrates emotional quotient. Jnani means what? Means got Jnanam. He knows Aham Brahmasmi, Brahmaiva Satyam, Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. Means what? Only one pure consciousness, everything is Maya. The Jnani uses emotion as a tool to communicate. Just like you see, I use a pencil as a tool to write. After that, I drop it. Correct? All the time, can I hold on? Keep on holding the pencil. In N.R. Subramanian, sir. Why people think I'm a fool if you keep on holding the pencil, correct? So I use the pencil to write and then I keep it down. Similarly, Andanaji, understand, you use emotions or whatever as a tool. In fact, mind itself is a tool to interact in the world. Use the emotion to interact, but let dharma or the right path be the guiding principle. And after that, for example, sometimes you do something wrong in front of a Jnani, Kumar Jivi. He has to seemingly be angry. Otherwise, you will not know that you have done wrong. Correct? You will have some kind of, you'll share, you'll do something. The next minute, you'll forget. You'll throw that particular, whatever acquired, it's acquired. For Jnani, emotion is acquired and immediately dissipated. Ajnani is drowned in emotion. Please understand the difference. Understand the difference now? Ganesh, Ramurthy, are you able to understand what I'm saying? So, Ajnani means what was not jnanam, he will get drowned, he or she will get drowned. Totally in emotions. Sir, you don't understand the state of mind, sir. I am totally down, sir, down and out, sir. You cannot appreciate, sir. You start telling me that, correct? Correct, Kumarji. Use the emotion as a tool. And now the next question comes, how do I know whether I am jnani or ajnani? Sundar Mama, correct? What is the proof? In spite of any adversities, any seemingly disturbing situations, seemingly emotional problems, if you are not swerving from the path of dharma, if you don't give up your duty, then you are fairly on the path of jnanam. One of the indication. That doesn't mean you are jnani, but that means that you are on the path of jnani. You are not ajnani. You are not steep in ajnani. Nah, Madhuryan, you're getting the point. Proof. Everything is a proof. Shastras have got a wonderful proof points. Do you understand what I'm saying? If challenged with emotional problems, if you give up your duty, for example, I am supposed to do certain activities today. Mukund, morning I'm supposed to get up at 5:30 to do Sandhya Vandanam. Yesterday I had a bad fight with your boss, something happened with your thing, you're emotionally drowned. The morning, even while getting up in the bed, Arey yaar, what happened yesterday? Total mental disturbance. So today Sandhya Vandanam skip. I'm sure you have gone through this or not. Am I right or wrong? You please tell me. See, in Vedanta class, be sincere. Am I right or wrong? The first thing that will take a hit when you are in the emotional situation is something you desire to do as a duty. Simple thing. We said we'll go to temple today. Simple, correct? Then everything is prepared, almost getting ready, or something happens. Upset, sir. So I'm not able to go out, sir. You cancel. Temple trip cancel. Correct? Something like that you do, right? So whether you are emotionally disturbed or not, whether you are jnani or not, on the path of jnanam or not, the proof point is, am I going to be steadfast in what I'm supposed to do? My nitya anushtanam, my dharma anushtanam, my daily japam, dhyanam, home, whatever you are doing every day is a routine. Like that you should keep on doing irrespective of anything that happens. If you are able to do that fairly, you are getting to a stable mindset. Please understand. So the way is, the opposite will not happen. You start following dharma continuously. You cannot say, sir, let me get emotional ability, then I will follow dharma. That is not the answer. You, as with intellect, make your body and mind follow dharma. Then slowly the turbulence in the mind, which was speaking so much, will come down a bit, will come down further. Slowly that attenuation, I said, will start reducing. Amplitude of the change will reduce. And only when you get jnanam, there is no amplitude, zero amplitude. Absolutely stable mind you will get. So that is the path. I'm giving you every instant. I'm telling you what is the right way, how to go. Chakkani Rajamargamu. So please understand. So Arjuna has gone from Durbuddhe to Swajanam. And what has happened? Samupasthitam, who are assembled. Samyak upasthitam. I mean, Bhagavad further. Sam plus upasthitam, samyak upasthitam. Camera on, please. Okay. That means what? They are all assembled for what? You are going for a party, get together, Atmanathan, Supravatham, enna pandrangalla? They're going to have a feast, what are you going to do? Yuyutsum, eager to fight. Not only fight, Badrinarayan, eager to fight. Yuyutsum. Okay, eager to fight. Looking now, look at this sentence, up to this one portion. See, Arjuna uvacha, Krishna, hey Krishna, drishtva im swajanam samupasthitam yutsum. Arjuna said, hey Krishna, seeing these ladies of mine who are assembled, eager to fight. One portion, right? Draw one line. Atmanathan, the way to study systematic Gita. Okay. Now, what is happening? This is the sight, vision. So, drishtva, seeing, what is happening to me? Arjuna is telling in his own words. Mama gatrani, my limbs. Gatrani means limbs, Bhagavachanam. Gatrani, Sidanti. Sidanti means are drooping. Droop. Droop means what? They are giving weak knees, we say, no? No, stable, Arvind, Balasubramaniam. Satan Nikamandla, Arjuna. Low upday, it doesn't falling. Correct. Correct, Indamatiji. Very good. Then it's a drooping. Okay, now, then what? Write on 1, 2. What are the effects? See, please understand, when the internal mind has actually dealt with such a strong blow, body blow, we say, mental blow, like it happens, somebody close to you has got serious trouble, somebody very close to you has passed away, or something happens, disaster happens, somebody was expecting so many things to happen, didn't happen, opposite happened. Please go and flashback kar lijiye aap sab log. What happened in life, then you know all this, what happens. And God forbid it should not happen. If it happens, learn how to face it. That is what Gita is going to teach you as a first lesson. Then further to Jnanam. Emotional stability first, then Jnanam. So, Sidanti, droop. First one. So, Mama Gatrani Sidanti, Nagaraj sir. So, Arjuna is saying, my limbs are drooping or droop. And then what? Cha mukham parishusyati, my mouth. Mukham means mouth. Sanskrit, mukham na face, mukham mouth. Mukham cha parishusyati. Shushya means getting dried up. Parisamantata shushyati. Dries up very well. That means what? Person doesn't have any saliva in the mouth. That's why he said, no, sir, please have a glass of water, sir. Parched, correct. Very good term, Kumar Ji. So, say, please, no, there is no water there in the battlefield. So, he's explaining his situation. My mouth has dried up, dries up. So, further and further is getting to problem. Next set of things. What is happening? Vepatuhu cha. Vepatuhu means shiver. So, shiver. That's what happened to shiver is cha roma harshaha and horripilation. Roma means the hair on the body. Roma harshaha means what? Horripilation. My hairs are standing on their end, we say, no? It can happen either out of extreme happiness or extreme sorrow. Sometimes extremely happy, sir, pull arigide, sir. We'll say, no? Sometimes you're very happy, goosebumps. Here, correct. Both, it happens in both times. So, both extremes are bad. Please understand. Sarvatra ativarjaye. Dharma Shastram says, in all aspects, give up extremities. Be on the path of modulation, moderation. Yuktahara viharascha yukta cheshtasya karmasu. Yukta swapnavabodhascha yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Somewhere it comes. Somebody can catch hold of this? Bhagavad Gita, Sloka. Later Bhagavan will say, no, have moderation in everything you do. No. Radhika, this is Gita Shloka. Please go and fetch the Sloka. Yuktahara viharascha yukta cheshtasya karmasu. That means what? In every activity, everything you do, have moderation. Don't go into extremes. So horripilation happens when you go into extremes. Jayate, akar, where me sharire, in my body, saptami. So, me sharire. So now next set, what happens? Sidanti, mama gatrani sidanti cha mukham parishusyati, vepatuhu cha roma harshaha, jayate me sharire. Shiver and horripilation occur in my body. Not only that, next stage. Gandivam shramsate. Hastat, Panchami. Hastat, from the hand, Gandiva slips. What is Gandiva? What is Gandivam? You all know Gandivam, right? What is Gandivam, Priyaji? Both Arjuna. Very good. So Arjuna himself saying, my Gandiva is slipping from my hand. Look at, you should picturize and see. What is horripilation? Gandivam himself is not, no, he's not even able to hold the weapon. How is he going to fight? He's like going to a war, suddenly the gun is slipping out of the hand, right? What happens? What happens then? Please understand. So, Gandiva slips from the hand. Chaeva. And also, Tvak paridahyate. Tvak paridahyate. Tvak chaeva. Tvak chaiva. Tvak chaeva paridahyate. That is a, Pada-vibhaaga. Tvak paridahyate. The skin. Tvakna, skin. Write down all these terms you will know in Sanskrit. Tvak paridakhyate. Dakhyate means, dahati means burning. Paridakhyate means well burning. Parisamantatu dakhyate. My skin is also burning. How the skin can burn, sir? There is no fire there, sir. Priya madam, how is it burning? Internal heat. Internally, body has become very hot. Shweta Arun, correct? Rutvich, what happened? You're not on camera. Vidya Shankar, Ram Subramania, Chardham Yatra are still here. You're not on camera. Ramayar. Very good. Okay. Now, the skin is also burning. And what happens? Nashaknomi. I am not able to what? Avasthatum cha. To stand also. Radhasagar is not able to stand. Please understand, Arjuna has even lost the ability to stand. That means what? Look at the mental shock. That means what does it show? A mental shock will finally reflect in the body. Yes or no? Chandrasekharan sir, correct? Huh? The deep mental shock. Now you see how the connection between body and mind happens. The opposite is true. When the mind is strong only, the body will act according to the right way. So please understand both ways. When the mind becomes weak, it breaks down the body. When the mind is strong, it will tell, hey body, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. What is the cause for getting up in the morning? Is the body or the mind? Sagar, you tell me. Most of the time, when you're sleeping, give me another half an hour, Papa. Give me another 15 minutes. Every time you ask, they'll say, give me another 10 minutes more. What? Mind is not cooperating to get up there. Mind is not, body should get up immediately, correct? So the mind has to be strong to make the body work. When the mind becomes weak, it derails the body. So please understand, there is a connection. Okay, so now, so jayate occur in my body, gandivam samsate hastat chayeba pak paridakhyate nashaknomi, I am not able avasthatum to stand also. Not only that, final stage you see, me manaha cha, my mind also, what is happening? Brahmati iva, reel as it were. It is reeling as it were, reeling. That means what? It's not reeling. Sometimes we feel, no, like you are going round and round, but you actually stay still, but you are going round and round, right? So mind is reeling. That means what? He has reached a real state of deep despondency, deep. So that means what? Such a shock. With which, is it possible or not? My question is, you can ask spinning, correct? Spinning, top spin, you can say, correct? Chakkar le raha, correct? But Bhagavad Gita is saying, Arjuna has had this situation. Will Vyasacharya honestly tell lies? What does Vyasacharya gain by disturbing all these things? Saying that, my dear friends, don't allow this situation to happen to you. No, it may happen at some point. Before that, get to Bhagavad Gita, get Jnanam, be ever happy. That is the warning by giving all this explanation of the state of mind and the body. So, Brahmati reels as it were. Hey, Keshava, now he's saying Keshava. Oh, Krishna, Pashyami. Now he's saying, now he's talking with some sense of, his thing is very, very intelligent now. Now you see what happens. No, when you are actually gone into a state of emotional instability, you start justifying certain actions you are doing. You want to justify your wrong actions, so-called wrong actions, by a lot of other points. So he's saying, Pashyami, I see what? Viparitani, adverse. Nimittani, nimittani means omens. Cha, also. So please understand, most of the bad omens are only projected by mind. Umayam, please understand. There is nothing that is going to be bad or good. The good or bad are made out by the mind. Rutvij, please understand. Okay, if your mind is extremely strong, nothing can affect you. If your mind is weak, even small things will affect you. Then you will only say, sir, I am seeing something, sir. Somebody is coming, catching me, sir. Somebody is doing something to me, sir. You will say all these things. So, please understand, your mind has to be fortified. Focus on the strength of mind. And the entire Dharma Shastram is talking about how to fortify your mind. Please understand, asana, pranayama, all those things are going to help you fortify the body. But Dharma Shastram helps to fortify the mind. So he says, I am seeing adverse omen. So please understand, either because of anger or depression or jealousy or frustration or depression, whatever, all these things, your mind can get into this state. So make sure you don't cross that level. And now you see further what is going to happen. What you are seeing today in the world, Arjuna is going to say. So Pravarha, please come on board and we'll chant the next set of slokas. We will chant 31 second half, 32 together. Okay, Pravarha, we'll chant that. Okay. Now who is saying all these things? Arjuna is saying, Arjuna vacha nacha shreyo nupashyami hatva swajana mahave nakankshe vijayam krishna nacha rajyam sukhani cha kim no rajyena govinda kim bhogairjeevitena va. Go ahead.
न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च Kim no rajyena govinda kim bhogairjeevitena va.
Very good, well chanted. Okay, all of you please learn chanting also. We'll be posting the chanting videos shortly in a maximum week and a half, and you can also learn chanting. Chanting will always help you connect with Sanskrit, which is always very good. Okay, now what is the running meaning of this? Moreover, now he's now giving you commentary. It's now Arjuna's commentary starting now. Just like people give commentary on your football match, cricket match, Arjuna is giving commentary. What is the commentary is giving? He's telling to Krishna. Krishna Paramatma is telling. What is telling? Moreover, killing my people in this war, hey Krishna, I do not see any good. He's going to advise to Krishna. Look at it. He is now advising Krishna. Hey Krishna, Krishna's word is coming. Please understand. I'm not telling you anything out of context or anything different from the sloka itself. I'm giving you in a way so that it's easily understandable by you. Hey Krishna, moreover, you see, first is all my problems, my personal problems I already explained to you. See, one is I am personally totally now disabled. All problems, right? From mind to toe, everything is not in order, disorder. Okay, I'm in disorder. Not only that, I am telling you, hey Krishna, killing my own people. Please, once again, Swajanam. Second time Swajanam is repeating. After telling Durbuddhe, Swajanam, Swajanam. You should now write how many times Swajanam has come. In the next few, many times Swajanam will come. Swajanam, you understand? No, Swa means my, Janam means people. Bhavaartha, Sanskrit, simple. No, customer. Okay. Swajanam means my people. So, killing my, so yes, now he knows. The consequence of the war is fight to finish, killing. No, Radhakrishnan sir, it is not like the Virata Parvam, where only technically you'll have to have a defeat. Here, technical knockout we see on boxing. Boxing, you don't know, up to bleeding, you don't go. If you knock out the person, then technical knockout. First round, match. Here, it is killing, fight to finish. Killing my people in this war, I do not see any good. Hey Krishna, now he is now going now in a different direction. Now you see how he started to justify his actions. I desire neither victory, nor the kingdom, nor the pleasures that I will get after getting the kingdom and everything. Now what? It's called defeatist attitude. Sir, what is the use of getting all these things, sir? After killing all these people, why should I get kingdom? Why should I get victory? Why should I get this pleasures? I don't want anything. Then, hey Krishna, what is the use of all this kingdom for us? That means what? Without our own friends and relatives, see, if you got a lot of money and whatever, you buy a lot of sweets from going out and coming home, you need people around you, not to share. So Arjuna is selling all this kingdom, bhogam, all these pleasures. What is the use if my own people are not around me? Look at the justification. And what is the use of all these pleasures that I'm going to enjoy through all my senses? Well, I'm going to see wonderful pictures of paintings in my room, and then a good couch to sit down and sleep, all good food, good everything, riches, everything. There's no use of all these sense pleasures. And finally, he says, very important, please underline this. Of what use is this life itself? Ram Subbu, correct? Many young children, when they are faced with problems, they say, life is not worth living. I didn't get his entrance marks, so it's not worth living. I don't want to go into the next level of discussion. You all know what is happening. Sri Vidya, correct? No? You all know what is happening, right? So, children, especially youngsters, they quickly go fast forward and say, there's no use of even living. Arjuna also went to the same situation. Arjuna says, Arjuna says, I'll give the Sanskrit word also. What is the use of life itself? என்ன குரு அருமை சார், பழைய தமிழ் சாங் வருது இல்லையா? வாழ தெரிந்தால் வாழலாம், வாழ தெரியணும் இல்லையா? இல்லையா? வழியா இல்லை பூமியில். So you should know how to live. Simply don't blame. And what is of living and all? Find a right way. Where there is a will, there is a way. Please, that is what inspiration to youngsters should give. For any adversity is the best friend of the intellect. Let me tell you. When adversity comes, how do you stand up? Face it. What is life without challenges? Life has always got challenges. For every small challenge you break down, then what is the difference between you and some other person who is not brought up with Dharma, Shastra and Sanatana Dharma? Please understand. So, adversities will come. Expect the unexpected. Murphy's law, no? When things go wrong, they go wrong further, right? But you should not serve. We should seek counsel. That's why I say elders should become knowledgeable, and elders should be good advisors to youngsters. If elders don't know, please go to Guru and learn. what to do, what not to do, how to do. And this all doesn't happen overnight. The stability of mind, peace, happiness, calmness, right thought, right way. It takes years of training. So it's better late than never. Start today. The time is now. If you're not spend time on this, please spend time. Our rishis were not simply selfish, saying that do this anushthanam, do this japam, do this jnanam, sandhyavandanam. It is for our benefit they gave the time to. You don't know even the name of the rishis who have lived to do all this for us. Do you know the rishis who give dharma shastram to you this particular way? Without even their name, they are given all this. What for? So that we can live happily forever after. So please understand, it is a process. Just like cutting down weight and getting to right slim shape is not easy. Getting to the right frame of mind for life, in spite of any happening around, is not going to be easy. You have to put the effort, right? So you should be prepared, and that's when you'll get stability. If a person is peaceful, happy, calm, person has put effort before. It's not simply, it doesn't mufat pe nahi milta, we say in Hindi. Like we say in the US, no, there is no free meal, right? Similarly, even for peace of mind, there is no free doling out of free peace of mind. So you have to put the effort. Otherwise, we'll get the challenges. And then when it goes out of hand, people take very, very strange decisions, which is not good. Please be, am I right or wrong? Am I saying something relevant or I'm saying totally out of context? Are you saying this in the world or not? What I'm saying? That is why Gita is the manual for life. Gita is manual for everybody. You have to spend some time. Sir, I'm busy with so many things in life, sir. I've got wife, I've got children, I've got office, I've got that. I cannot spend time on this, sir. Then the situation will come, then you will have to face consequences. Life is the best teacher. Guru Arpan sir, or Swamiji solluvaru, Vishwa Mahaguru. That means what? The Vishwam itself is a Mahaguru. If you don't have any teacher, it will teach you in a way where it is unpalatable. You go to a living Guru, before eventuality strikes, the person will teach you. The Vishwa Mahaguru will definitely give you straight away. Then only you know, oh, then you will have that. So please understand, it's not negative talk, but I'm saying positively, invest time on dharma. Invest time on what our scriptures are saying. Invest time on Bhagavad Gita. Sit and study once a week, twice a week. The 2-3 hours of investment will give such a profound benefit, unexplainable. Unexplainable. After 5-10 years, you will know. You will be a totally changed, reformed personality. You will say, sir, other people say, sir, you're changed totally, sir. Today you're so calm, so nice. No, they will only say that. But you have to live through that. It will take time. So, I'll do Pada-vibhaaga, then go to the next set of slokas. Okay. So, second half of 31. Na cha shreyaha anupashyami hatva swajanam ahave na kangshe vijayam he Krishna. See, every now and then he's calling Krishna's name. He Krishna. He Krishna. Na cha rajyam sukhani cha kim naha. This no is naha. Naha rajyena he Govinda. இந்த லோகத்துல பாருங்க ஸ்ரீவித்யா 2 தடவை சொல்றான். மேல வந்து ஹே கிருஷ்ணான்றான், செகண்ட் லைன்ல ஹே கோவிந்தான்றான். Please understand how much tension, but he has done dharma. Please understand, he's a dharmatma. Arjuna has gone to Dharma Shastram. So in case of adversity, he's calling Bhagavan's name. He's calling Krishna, Govinda, Krishna, Rama, Govinda. He say, no, please stand. Nothing else, really stand the name for some 5 minutes. Then some sanity will come, you'll take right decisions. Because one of the biggest challenges when you are faced with emotional depression is you tend to make wrong decisions and self-sustaining cycle starts. Please be aware. Okay. Kim naha rajyena he Govinda. Kim bhogaihi. Bhogaihi means pleasures. Jivitena. Write down, underline that. Jivitena va. Jivitena means living itself. Life itself. When I go to the meaning, you will understand. So Arjuna has told this or not? Venkat Sitaraman sir. Nah, life he's saying, I don't want to even live. Nah, and he has gone through emotional turbulence. So let's now look at the Anvaya and they'll know the meaning further. Cha. Moreover, where is cha? Not cha, first cha. Cha should be number 1. Okay. Hatva swajanam. Killing my people. Now swajanam has come again. Where swajanam came? Systematic Gita study. The swajanam come earlier in sloka number, let's wait, 28. 20, okay, very good. 090, please put your name, Ravi Shankar Narasimhan. Very good, excellent. So, Drishtvevam Swajanam. There also Swajanam. Here also swajanam. So, hatva swajanam, killing my people, ahave, in this war. What happens? Nanupashyami, I do not see what shreyaha. So, any good. Shreya means goodness. Na shreyaha, na anupashyami shreyaha. I do not see any good. Hey Krishna. Krishna, hey Krishna, sambodhana. Kankshe, I desire. Na vijayam. Now write correctly. Na vijayam, neither victory. Na charajyam, nor kingdom. Cha sukhani. Nakara should be continued. Na cha sukhani, nor pleasures. Govinda, hey Krishna, 2 times he is calling. And then he continues, says, Kim Rajyena, what is the use of kingdom? Naha. Naha. You know, some, where is Naha? No is Naha. I told you, no, Naha. For us, Kim Bhogaihi. What is use of sense pleasures? All this. No, once you get kingdom, once you go and acquire some kingdom, you'll get all the pleasures, right? Vahanam kadaikum, dhana kanaka vahana, ellam kadaikum. So, what is all these sense pleasures? Or finally, Jivitena Kim. Add the word Kim. That Kim is there, no? Kim Bhogaihi, Kim Jivitena. Supply the Kim again here. Kim Jivitena. What is the life itself? So, verbatim translation of Gita, Arjuna is saying, even life is not worth living if I am faced with such a situation. Now, you tell me, is it right for anybody to think that life is not worth living? Malati madam, at any cost, this kind of thought should not come to an individual. Ram Subbu, correct? Correct? At no cost should the mind be driven. I have done Anvaya only. Please go and listen to recording if you want again. So, at no cost, this state should be allowed to come. This kind of no state of mind should be allowed to be reached. So, that is why we say, catch them when they are young. Catch them in the initial stage. In fact, if you all know TQM, Japanese technology, you know what is the Japanese technology for quality? They say nip it in the bud. Total quality management, the mantra is nip it in the bud. That means what? When it's about to start some kind of quality issues come, nip it in the bud. Look at the source and take it out at the origin itself. Don't allow it to become big, because when it becomes big, breaking it is a problem. Okay, rectifying is a problem. You have to rectify 20 steps to make it right. So nip it in the bud. Write this down, please. Whether it is no quality in your manufacturing, quality of software, or quality of life, or quality of mind, nip it in the bud. Don't allow negative thoughts to start sprouting into a big tree. Just as it shoots up, you have to control it. Immediately, best is go and seek counsel. Or if you've got good Dharma Shastram, sit down, relax, do pranayama, then think correctly. Either way, Bhaavaartha, correct? You not allow it to grow into a big tree, then very difficult to cut it off. Okay. So we are all clear, right? So it's all expression. In the first physical problem, mental problem, then the words are coming out. Parango. Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. Write this down. Actions are being done actually through only 3 agencies in our system. Kayikam karma means through body. Vachikam means through words. Manasa means through mind. When they are in perfect order, dharma anushtanam will go. When they are in disorder, like what happened? Body affect aja liya Arjuna ke, Dividya ke, body is affected, knees are drooping. Then words are coming out which are not right words, and mind is reeling. So when these 3 are not in order, we'll take a different path. So be aware. The instruments have to maintain, just like a car. Car has to maintain properly, Malati madam, if you want to drive. Now, if you want to go to see Niagara Falls from the Canada side, you have to drive, right? Car, when you start the car doesn't know what happens. So like that, your system should be like maintained properly, well-oiled machine. For that, your dharma anushtana is going to help. Now, continuing. Pravarha, please come. Shloka number 33. We'll make good progress now. Okay? Okay. Now, Arjuna is continuing. Arjuna, Pravarha, you're there? Please come. Arjuna uvacha yesha marthe kankhitam naha rajyam bhoga sukhani cha tayimeva sthita yuddhe pranam styaktva dhanani cha. Go ahead. 33.
Yesha marthe kankhitam naha rajyam भोगाः सुखानि च त इमेव स्थिता युद्धे प्राणां त्यक्त्वा धनानि च.
Very good. Now write down quickly a classification of the slokas. See, from 26 to 28 is the phase called raga or attachment, deep attachment, overpowering the intellect, leading to dharma, adharma, aviveka, we say in Sanskrit. Not knowing what is dharma, adharma. That's what the substance of the message is sent, no? Then from 28 to 35, that is what we are doing today, is all about shoka, deep sorrow. Okay, deep sorrow. From 36 onwards, our friend Arjuna will go through moha. So if you look at the notes. Please look at the notes. For a minute, also look at notes. Have been provided a lot of thought. That, hopefully you downloaded the notes, kept it in front of you, right? Nitya Mani madam, you are there. No, got the notes, right? Please have the notes. Every time we'll refer the notes and complete the studying also. See, 20 to 28 is Arjuna's attachment. That is raga. Then 28 and 34 is Arjuna's intense sorrow. Shokam. Right? We say shokam, sogam in sogam. See, my Swamiji used to say, Guru Arpan sir, Tamil வந்து சோகம்னுவாங்க. என்ன? சோகத்தை சோகம்னுவாங்க. அதாவது அவளுக்கு வந்து சோகம்னு இருக்கு. ஒரு மந்திரம் இருக்கு. அதாவது சஹா அகம். That principle is I am. That to realize the pure consciousness, sohamnuvom. The Tamil soham becomes sogam. Soham, soham, sogam. Sogam, sogam. Soham, sogam. So be careful. This is shokam. Shokam means sorrow. Soham is sahaham. That is the elevating mantra for realization. Okay. Slokas 35 to 47. Rest of the chapter is all about moha. Moha means confusion. It is like a continuous stream of activities. One leads to another. Shoka, raga leads to shoka, shoka leads to moha. Similarly, dvesha can lead to shoka, and then shoka will lead to moha. You understand this triplet? Ellame triad dhaan parungo. Nama enna sonnom? We studied the dhyana sloka. We said that Shastram Guru will take you to Bhagavad. That is one triad, correct? Here also, you see, everything when you serve in triplets, it's very easy to understand. There's a presentation methodology. Bhagavan Vyasa is giving us this beautiful approach. So, if you follow Shastram, Guru, Bhagavan, then you're on the right side. If you follow Raga, Shoka, Moha, you're on the other side. So, please understand which way to go. And that is the choice of life that you have. So, now, 29 to 34, where are we now? Quick question. We are in 29 to 34. What is being explained here? Systematic study of Gita. No. What is the shoka? Very good. Shoka means what? Shoka means what? Deep sorrow. It is not just worries. Sir, worries will be some problems. If you get small fever, it is a worry. Shoka means intense worries. Deep worries started shaking your very, very existence is called shokam. That's why it's called Arjuna Vishada Yogaha. Vishadam. Deep sorrow. Why is the name Arjuna Vishada Yogaha? That means deep sorrow. Pain lama. Pain, what a mental pain is there. Physical pain is nothing, let me tell you. It is mental pain. So please understand, you should not get to the state. Okay, now come on. Let's see what is the sloka meaning. 33. Now, Arjuna is saying, he is now giving upadesha to who? Krishna Paramatma. Yaar solranga? Arjuna is giving advice to whom? Krishna Paramatma. He is saying, you see, hey Krishna, these people or Kauravas are then opposite side. My friends, my Swajanam, my own relatives and friends, okay, they are disregarding their lives and wealth and everything because they come to war, right? Once you come to war, you disregard your life, correct? Huh? What do they say when you go to war? They'll say, we are not sure if they're going to see you, so Amar Raho, they'll say and send, correct? So Arjuna is telling Krishna, these people, Kauravas, they are disregarding their lives and wealth. Such people have assembled in war. The Kauravas, they really don't know what they are doing. No, they don't know what they are doing. They have disregarded their wealth. Ram Ramakrishna, our Ramakrishna, our coordinator. He is giving advice and saying, those people have no scant regard for their life and wealth and giving everything. They have come and assembled in the war. Okay. So now you see, now it's a very wonderful sloka, very difficult to understand. See, they have come to fight disregarding their life, wealth, and everything. And in the process, if we win, I'm giving you all the surround sound so that you understand the sloka properly. In the process, if we win, they will perish. Correct? Yes or no? Are you clear? Now, those people have come to the war, giving up their wealth and their whatever, they're also being ready to give up their lives. For those sake of people only, the kingdom and sense objects and pleasures are desired by us. Equation hai maatita. Arjuna is not saying I have to defeat them. Arjuna is saying I should win over their kingdom and defeat them because they are in the path of adharma. His deep sorrow is making him say that, you know what, if I get this kingdom, these pleasures and happiness, they should be around me so that I can partake all this happiness with them. Now, Guru Arjuna, difficult and strong. Should pay attention. Are you all understanding what I'm saying? That means what? He wants a victory and he also wants all the opponents to be present. Is it possible in life, you tell me? War la, G.V. Kumar, in a war, is it clear I should get victory? Also opposing everybody should be, nobody should have any injury. Is it possible? Is it possible? Not possible, right? So it happens in a friendly game, it will happen. If you're playing a cricket match, football match, yes, you can defeat and after hug the people and go. This is not a friendly cricket match or a football match. It is a war. Are you understanding? So self-denial, correct. Good points are coming from people who are thinking. If you think, correct, Balaji, he wants the cake and eat it too. Correct, perfect. It's not possible. You cannot have the cake and eat it too. So this sloka is slightly difficult to understand, so I'm taking some more time. He says, those people are foolish. Hey Krishna, they don't know what they're doing. They are coming, giving up their life. They want to give their life and pleasure for this Duryodhana. Duryodhana Durbuddhe now becomes Swajanam. For that person, they are ready to give up everything and come. But you know what? If we have to get all the pleasures, the kingdom, the riches, for those people only we are doing all these things. Because why those people only? Quickly, can you answer? Because they are my relatives, friends, Ashuraha, Matulaha, all those things. No, all those things. They are all my relatives and friends. I have to enjoy. See, what are people? Why do people get together on a Saturday, Sunday? Himaji says, please don't conduct class on Saturday. If you conduct class on Saturday, people are partying. Correct? Why do people party? They want to get together and enjoy. Correct? All the riches, all the pleasures, you want to enjoy with people. So Arjuna is thinking he can host a grand party after emerging victorious, but opponents are not there. I mean, are you getting the point? I'm telling in as much relevant words as possible to understand. For me, the Tatparim is not telling party and all. I'm the last person to go to party, but I'm telling you in your language so that you understand. Are you getting it? Malati Madam, you understood? No. So he's saying, I should get the riches. I should also partake and be happy with them. Is it going to happen? This shows what? Blabbering, foolish. And whom is he addressing all this to? Sakshat Param Brahma Tattvam Mahajnani. Jnani of Jnani is the greatest individual to grace the earth. To Krishna Paramatma is saying all these things. Parma. Apna endha level ku mind vandu nam Tamil sollam buddhi bedala irukku solrala and mari mind has gone to such state. So please understand. Quickly Pada-vibhaaga and close the class today. Okay. Now, Yesham Arthe Kangshitam Naha Rajyam Bhogaha Sukhani Cha Te Ime. The Takara, when Ikara comes, the A is eaten off. Sanskrit grammar. Te Ime Avasthitaha Visarga Avasthitaha Yuddhe Pranan Tektva Dhanani Cha. Now, Anvaya. Tektva Pranan. Disregarding their lives. Balanatarajan, Tektva means what? Total disregard. I am ready to give up. The thought I can give up. Sir, Ennadan nadakkum nadakattu main is come. He's come to the war. So Tektva Pranan, lives, their lives. Supply the word their lives. Cha Dhanani, and wealth. For whom is he telling this? Kauravas. So, te ime, such people are Kauravas, avasthitaha, have assembled in this war. So he's telling Krishna, see, they are making a mistake. We should not do the mistake. You see, what they are doing is a mistake, it seems, and what he is going to do is going to the right decision. That is, not fighting is the right decision. according to a great Buddhiman, Nitiman Arjuna, saying, Tyaktva pranan, disregarding their lives, cha dhanani, and wealth, te ime, such people, avasthitaha, have assembled, yuddhe, saptami, in this war. So what is the consequence? Esham arthe. Esham. Now you write down the vyutpatti for this. Esham here means Bhishma Dronadinam eva. He wants, after achieving victory, Bhishma, Drona to be around, all other friends to be around. See, actually you will see later, you will see, beginning second chapter, you will find further clarity in his conclusion. By generalizing all people as Swajanam, Bala Natarajan sir, his inner thought is only resting on Bhishma, Drona. Nah, that is what is overbearing. But his explanation is telling all are my people, all this blabbering is coming out. So, Esham Arthe means Bhishma Dronadinam eva. Only because for those whose sake alone, he is telling now, purpose of Mahabharata war is to win and then enjoy with Bhishma, Drona and all other people that he's liking. Okay. So, Rajyam, the kingdom, getting back the kingdom. So he's saying the purpose of enjoyment is, purpose of getting back the kingdom is for enjoying with my friends and relatives, actually Bhishma, Drona. Esham arthe, for whose sake alone, Rajyam, the kingdom, then Bhogaha, all the pleasures. Hence pleasures I'm going to get, right? Cha Sukhani, Sukhani means happiness. So Bhogaha, sense objects, then Cha Sukhani and pleasures, Kangshitam Naha, are desired by us. So he has now put a phrase. What he's saying? You all understood this sloka, right? Ramakrishna, you understood? No. He's saying that those people don't know what they are doing. They are buddhus. But for those people only who should be alive, we are fighting this war. So after winning the war, all the pleasures we get, all the happiness we get to share with them. It's not going to happen. So what we should do? We should not go into the war is what is brewing in his mind. Let the coffee brew in his mind. We will continue in the next class. And quickly, a lot of people are asking that we should do at least 2 classes a week. If you're all supportive, can you please put in the chat box how many of you would like to have 2 classes a week? Later today or tomorrow, we'll conduct a survey with the extended Gita 2022 group. It's about 1,500 people. Idea is to do another class during US mornings. So, one class is happening during US evenings, right? That is today, that is Wednesday evening. Most likely we want to have Saturday morning because Imaji is saying Sunday definitely. Sunday morning, we don't know what type people get up also, so don't keep Sunday morning. At least Saturday morning, there's some chance. So Saturday morning is another slot. The idea is this, you see, I'm already doing one Gita class on Saturday morning. It's already in the second chapter towards the 60% stage. I'll move that class to the morning on Saturday, India morning. And we'll do 2 classes, Gita 2022, and catch up quickly. And then we'll merge both the classes, both my previous Gita class and this together. And then we can decide whether we want 1 class or 2 classes. See, I'm pretty open. If you want to do 2 classes, you can continue 2 classes. And after that, once you get a merger of both the Brahma Vidya Gita class and the Gita 22, then we can try and make it 1 class. And once again, that class can be either a weekday or a weekend, depending on where you all are comfortable. But at least for next couple of months, 2-3 months, we have to do 2 classes to keep pace and keep up the subject. Otherwise, subject will be remaining behind. Okay. Hopefully, you'll be able to get to the quiz. We'll do a survey. We'll do a survey. And by the way, the second quiz is up and running. So all of you, please take some time. The quiz is not for testing your intellectual capability. Quiz is to say that, am I remembering something and learned? See, Bhagavad Gita, Balasi, right now, once you learn, it should be useful, right? There's no point being bookish. You should internalize. These quizzes are meant to make you get interested in what you're doing. Let it be an interactive thing. Am I doing Gita? It's only self-test, right? It's open book quiz. You can have the notes in front of you. All the questions are from notes only. Look at the notes. And the quiz team has done a great job working together. And a lot of work is happening. Please understand, there's a quiz master who is preparing the quiz. There is a team which is verifying the quiz questions and answers. They're answering before even it's getting published. There are no errors creep in either in the question formation or the answer or the way it's presented. So all of you please encourage. There's a team, dedicated people writing notes, doing quiz. What for? So that all of you are benefited. See, they got doing karma yoga so that you all benefited. At least the minimum you all can do is participate in quiz. Is it so difficult? 5 minutes. Kumar Jivi, is it difficult? Tell me. Can't you just participate in the quiz and just also multiple choice questions? You don't even think about answers. Enna Bala Natarajan correct? So why don't we just go and take the quiz and then encourage our quiz team? With this, I'll stop for the day. If there are any questions we can take, others we can send. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So anybody having any questions? Ramakrishnan, are we seeing any questions?
No questions.
Okay, no questions today, so we'll close the class here. Om Purnamadaಃ Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Tat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. Samasta San Mangalani Bhuntya. So watch out for the survey. One survey is